The Hmong people have lived like this for generations. They plant flax to gain fiber and wavy cloth. They cultivate crops and raise animals. Their life on high mountains, isolated from the outside world, has helped them master the art of being sufficient. The Hmong preserve their traditionals really well because they live in a matriarchal society. The husband doesn't have to go to work but stays at home and maintains the old custom. So whereas many other ethnic groups don't dress in the traditional ways anymore, the Hmong still do.
It's like this one for very long time.
So
Tear out the mountain.
They build it?
Yeah, tear out the mountain, do for a very long time. Keep it like for maybe for 100 years also.
This one 100 years?
Yeah, for keep it.
Really?
Keep it for weaving.
Lining
Like this one.
Nika and Sisi had brought me to Katkat village to explore the Hmong traditional craft of waving linen. Katkat is the only village that still preserves the old waving looms of the Hmong. The family of Sun Tiso is like any ordinary Hmong family. They plant flax, wave cloth, dye fabric with indigo, and sew their own traditional clothes. I think that is really impressive the way that they make the fabric, the weaving, because it's unique tradition in the village. Just the old people, they just know how to make this fabric. And it's impressive because it's like a really complicated technique. They use this machine that is like 100 years old, and they never change it. So it's amazing. Like they really keep in the tradition, and I'm really glad they do. So what is this?
Yeah, this one she can do, but the finish
But
she
this
can
come
do.
from where?
From hand.
Hand?
Yeah,
The
from
marijuana?
hand. Yeah.
And how they make it like?
Oh, she make it really long. She can do for one by one, really long.
So they have to make it really thin?
Yeah, just two
One by
seconds.
one?
Yeah.
The technique is really like impressive because you have to have the technique to with the hand, and also she used the leg to pull up the fabric up. And after they have another small machine when the fabric they roll it in a stick. So after she can use that to start making the lining. And so yeah, I saw this kind of technique from another cultures, but I never experienced how they make it. So it was amazing. So it's amazing because she has to do it like a malabarist, like in the circles, and she has to be really precise. She can feel, and she used like the paraffin to make the fabric shine, and after she has to wrap it with the rock. So it's really impressive technique, and I never thought that they would do it like that. How she do that? It's so difficult. It's like if I will fail. Oh wait, 2 minutes. I got it. It's like so much practice. Ready? I don't know how she does that. Okay, I think I can do it. I will stay here so I will Like an exercise for me. This is going down. Woo! I'm going down. You finished?
Yeah.
Okay, how it It's like surfing was really hard to do and was really fun, and they have so much practice to do this because you have to have really balance to move the legs and going up and back. But it's a really nice experience, so I never thought. Thank you so much. What is also special is that the monk women here do not wear pleated skirts like other groups. They wear knee-length shorts and leg warmers instead. However, their costumes are considered the most distinctive of the monk people because of the embroidered brocade and the blue color of indigo dye. No, the monks live on high, lonely mountains, so I had to walk quite far to meet the artisans who know how to draw decorate patterns on monk traditional costumes. Sisi and Miko told me that I would be surely amazed by how they do it. To come up here, but I'm really excited to see how they make these beautiful clothes from the Hmong people. So they will show me how they make it. So let's go. Okay, so what is she doing here?
She do right from market for jacket, like for skirt.
So which part here?
Like for different like this.
For the long way.
Ah, so it's the design.
Yeah.
So it's like she makes the lines, and after you have to do what she's doing.
You do this one for the fire. For the fire, had say the border.
They cut just a piece. They cut just that piece.
Like for one village, maybe had two women, every woman do like this one.
Okay.
Yes. But my village only had one more woman do like this one.
It's amazing how she can do this. Like she used bee wax that they recollect from the tree, and she started making it like really slowly, and it's kind of like a feeling like she's the only person in the village, that she's the best in the village, that she knows how to make this kind of craft. And I feel a little bit like sad because she's the only one, so after she died, the tradition is gonna get lost. So that would be really nice if the generations learn how to make this kind of patterns using the bee wax. I mean, she has an extraordinary pulse because she makes everything by just with her hand, and she just came up with the design when she's drawing it. So it's kind of impressive and really, really amazing how she does that. And why they don't teach the kids how to make it?
Okay. We do like this one. And here not hard too much. Now people highlight for this one, like this one. Not highlight this one too much.
This one is too much work?
Yeah, not hard. We will not have more.
I think that this kind of craft will be really, really important for the new culture. In fashion, I mean, always when you mix something new and something like is handmade, the value is higher. So I think, like, for example, if I will design something and if I use something handmade like this one and I mix it with some other materials like leather or other kind of materials, the price will be higher because this work take hours and hours to make one pattern. And I'm pretty sure if, like, for example, if I decide to make part of these patterns in my designs, the people will love it because it's something unique that you will not find it anywhere else in the world. So it's a unique piece that you will keep it forever. The woman, she was really nice to show me how she designed everything. In 20 minutes, she did that beautiful pattern. And after, she also showed me how to put the piece of cloth in the water with indigo. So the technique was really easy to do, and the results were like magic because change in less than 5 minutes, the cloth start to be blue. And they have to do that for a week to have the best results. So I really would like to be able to have this in my house and make it at home because it's a really fun technique. So if I like this color like this, I can finish, for example. If I don't want really dark, I just...
Every day, blue more.
No, but if I want light blue, I just finish, for example, like that, and I can leave it like this to use this design.
Yeah, another for finish, other for little bit water hot.
So after I put in a hot water.
Yeah, hot water.
Okay.
Okay, the hot water like for this one go away. The more little bit shade here, that's better.
Okay. So I need to wait. I need to do it many times. So
yes.
The yellow is gonna go away.
Yes. Different yellow go away.
Okay. So let's do it again. Everywhere you turn in Sapa, you will meet women busy joining stands of linen and winding them into yarn. This seems to be an habit of all monk women, from when they are really young until they turn old and pass away. The long history of the Hmong people has nurtured a rich and colorful culture. When I visit the village, and they show me how to make with the beeswax and also the embroidery, but they just show me just a small piece. But now in the market, I can see they use the techniques to make different things like pillows, wallet, skirts, like shirts, and everything. So it's amazing, like the creativity that these people have to create different things. Basically, the market is full of color. Like every single item is full of color, different patterns, different designs. They mix the techniques. They mix the bee wax with the embroidery technique. So they make beautiful things, like a lot of colors. So it's incredible. Okay, so this one is the one for beeswax?
Yes, this one different for different yesterday.
Okay.
We have this one finish for together. This one do for by hand. You know this one?
Yes. long takes to make?
Like for local, my local people do sell like everything like this. Everything do by hand. Yes, not for machine. Like this one sell for lantern.
With Cici and Miko as my guides, I went to the Sapa Museum to get a better overview of the culture and customs of the Hmong people. I visit with Miko and Cici. We visit the Sapa Museum, and I learned things that they didn't show me. That I learned that the traditional way at the beginning was to make every single piece with the beeswax. And after the time, because of the generations, they changed it to start making with embroidered because they find it easier. And after I asked Cici why, and she said because they could work that technique anywhere they go, everywhere they go. So they don't need to be in the village to just work the beeswax. So they can come to the city and they just embroider everywhere they are doing. And I think that the community also, like for the foreigners, they will be really interested to learn how to make this because in some parts in the world, we don't have that. You cannot have the opportunity to go to a village and talk with the people and live with them and learn how to make the handcraft. So I think it's a really great project what the Sapa community is doing to keep the tradition alive. So here is like stars, like. What is this design?
Same, but different a little bit. You look different a little bit. Also same.
This one is the one. After I see the girl yesterday that she was making with the beeswax, she was making all the design on the clothes. I feel so impressed, and I really believe that this is unique and it's so beautiful. And I think that they should keep the tradition because even they now they do embroider, so they make the design using the embroidered on the clothes. If you ask me if I could prefer this one or like the embroidered, I really think that I really prefer this one much better. And actually, I will pay no matter like if you make a dress just with this technique, I will pay it no matter how much cost because it's something unique and I know that I will not find it anywhere else in the world. As soon as I entered the Sapa Museum, I was shocked by the way it seems like a living museum of ethnic groups in Laokai. My two Hmong friends have given me a better understanding of the Hmong history and culture, particularly the making of their traditional costumes. And what is the meaning of the symbols? I heard about the bee, because they make it with the beeswax, so they made a tribute to the bee, so they design something like the shape of the bee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because sound like that, or people sound a little bit different. Sometimes for more, same for sound for the
Chicken. Okay.
like that.
It seems like every Hmong girl knows how to plant flags, wave clothes, and sew her own clothes. Linen clothes with delicate patterns are not only beautiful, but also show the unique cultural identity of the Hmong. A Hmong girl is busy stitching the bridal costume for her upcoming wedding. It is a hard life living on stone mountains that rise high to 1,700 meters above the sea level, but the Hmong still exists and prosper here. The Hmong community is always aware of the cultural identity. They live in their own style, think independently, and are distinctive from others. The wedding costumes worn by the Hmong people in Pho village, Hao Tao commune, are not much different from the daily clothes that Sisi and Miko wear. The black Hmong people are unlike other Hmong groups. Their clothes are mainly in black. I had the chance to join a wedding. When we arrived, they showed me everything, like the traditional wedding, that is completely different, like in my culture. Starting with the dress of the bride, like they just wear like the same jacket with the details of the embroidered. But they use a different hat, so they make it by themselves for the special occasion, and also they use like the yearly that is special for that day. The traditional wedding is about like the groom. He has to go to the bride's house to ask the father and the family to take the bride. So usually he goes with the pig or money and the wine. So it's like a really like a traditional way that they make next to the fire. So he has to ask the permission to the father, and after they all together they go to pick up the pig and the rest of the things that the groom is gonna give to the family. And it's amazing, like everything is just about like the family and keep all together, and it's a really special tradition that they have. Sisi told me that each person, like each of them, they design their own clothes, so they make it for every year. So right now, I can see like maybe this one she make it for herself. Yeah. So she spent 1 year making it for the wedding. Okay. So everything is so different, like even the way that he asked to the father of the bride to take the daughter is like authentic, because they have to drink like 4 or 6 times the wine from the village, and the father is telling the groom what he has to bring, like the money or like a pig, to be able to take the bride. So it's really nice, and I'm really grateful that I was able to be in a wedding for the Hmong people. So it's really nice. It's really amazing the way that they make the tradition, so different that I used to do in my country or in my culture. And the best part is like they make it so simple, like just the family, and they make it like a small ceremony in their house. And it's something that in our culture is more like you have to do a party or do something more special, but here they make it so simple that it's really good. I can say that has been a really awesome day, and I'm never gonna forget this.